This is Rodrigo, and this is my bucket list project. My first item on my bucket list would be to road trip across America. I've experienced over 20 road trips during my lifetime, and I enjoy every single one. The experience of having time to enjoy the scenery around you and get closer to people you're road tripping with is an amazing one. It's an experience that relaxes me on the inside, and I truly enjoy it. The reason I'd want to road trip across America is because I love this country. One of my lifelong dreams is to discover every different culture in this country. From the busy, always on the move lifestyle in most big cities on the East Coast to the more laid-back lifestyle in the small towns in the West. I'd also like to drive through the Rocky Mountains, to the deserts and plains, and finally Greenlands. A road trip would be the perfect way to experience all of these. A certain group of people to go with would enhance the experience even more. For my second item on my list, I'd like to climb every 14er in Colorado. One of the most beautiful parts of Colorado are the 58 14ers across the western part of the state. In case you're wondering, a 14er is a mountain above 14,000 feet of elevation. Some are easy to climb and others are incredibly difficult. At the end, each one is very, very worth it. The views and sense of accomplishment at the top of each mountain creates a sort of high throughout your body. So far, I've climbed Pikes Peak and Mount Elbert. Each one has been its own unique experience, and I want to add 56 more different stories to my list. I know I'm very capable of accomplishing this, and I hope I can have the time and money to do it as I grow up. For my third item on my list, I'd like to restore my old BMW. My sophomore year of high school, I had $3,000 in cash, and I had just got my license. Therefore, I needed a car as soon as possible. I spent about 2 weeks looking for cars and eventually found my 2001 BMW 3 Series. It was love at first sight. I bought the car and felt incredibly accomplished for doing so. It lasted until April of 2019 when old age started taking a toll on it. Eventually, my parents made me go sell it to CarMax, and they bought a car that would go through every sibling left in the family. Losing the BMW was a sad feeling. I still miss it to this day. I formed many memories that year. I drove it around and will never forget my first car. When I have the money to do so, I want to track it down and completely restore it. I think I could possibly do this by tracking it down using its VIN number. There's no guarantee that I'll find it. If not, I'll find another car similar to it and restore it. Basically, this bucket list item is to restore my first car ever. For my fourth item on the list, I'd like to buy a Tesla. One of the things that matters to me the most is to have a car I like to drive. I like a clean car that isn't ugly and has a good stereo system with good speakers in it. This includes interior being good looking and not confusing to the eye. A car from Tesla would fulfill all these requirements. The car itself is incredibly good looking and sleek. The inside has comfortable leather, and a massive tablet in the center console fits in perfectly. It also controls everything within the car. The interface is really nice, and I could get used to it quickly. Besides the car looking good, it is also incredibly fast. The speed electric cars have is insane. My dad has an electric Cadillac, and I love driving it. I know Teslas have better driving systems, and I would enjoy that even more. For my last item on my bucket list, I like to study astronomy. Many people have a lot of trouble figuring out what they want to study in college. For example, my older sister couldn't decide what she wanted to study until the end of her senior year. Many people also end up switching majors while they're in college. For me, I've always had a passion for astronomy. Since I was a kid, I've always thought about mysteries beyond our planet. I've done research to learn more about it. Every astronomy unit I have gone through at school, I have excelled at. I'm happy to have this passion. I look forward to being able to learn more about it and hopefully get a job as an astronomer.